Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to your Divine Masculine Weekly Forecast. So today we're going to be focusing on the full moon in Cancer, which is happening right now. So today's theme is you will always feel like home to me. So I will put in the description box down below everything that we're going to go into for today's reading, as well as what we're going to go into over on the extended. And I'll put that link down below where you guys can access that video. I'll also put down below all the decks I'll be using here today and today's beautiful Organite created by Michelle from Belle's Wing and Belle. So I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing either a separation or a challenge in your connection. So please keep that in mind and only take what resonates for you. So this full moon in Cancer, of course, Cancer is ruled by the moon. And so the moon is all about our emotions and our intuition. So it's going to be very emotionally and intuitively charged right now. So you definitely want to pay attention to what you're feeling, let it flow through. Also pay attention to things that are coming to you intuitively. The crab, also ruled by Cancer, it represents the feeling of wanting to pull away, kind of go within, feel home and homey and secure. So if you guys feel like you want to take some time to just kind of pause, withdraw, reflect on everything, definitely give yourselves a chance to do so. Okay, so we're really going to kind of apply a lot of that I just said over onto the masculine and how he feels towards not only his own journey, but you, as well as this connection and how this particular moon phase might affect and, just affect the connection. I don't know why I couldn't come up with another word, just affect the connection. So anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and jump right into these messages. The very first thing that we're going to focus on here is what emotional baggage has your divine masculine been carrying this past year that has affected your union? So what has he been carrying around? So I'm kind of excited because I did get some new decks yesterday. Mr. Moon got me some new decks that I wanted here. So we're going to be using them. This is called the Moonology Messages Oracle. So this is a new one for me. Let's see, what emotional baggage has your divine masculine been carrying this past year? And how does it have had an effect on your connection? Let's see, what is this energy? Okay, so we have Healing Moon, seek healing. Okay, so this is really awesome because what I'm seeing here is that this masculine has actually sought some sort of healing this year because of his baggage. To me, it's like it's almost become too heavy, too much of a burden. Something is happening over and over again. I see all the layers here on this moon. So for me, it's kind of like he may have been piling up a lot of stuff, stuffing things deep down. But we know when we do that, it usually comes back to bite us at some point. And I feel like that's probably what's happened. Anything that he has tried to push down, anything he has tried to repress is definitely coming through. So for me, this full moon in Cancer really represents a lot of the emotions that are hitting this masculine. Kind of like, do you really want to continue on with this behavior in 2024? The way that you've handled your life, the way that you've handled your emotions, just your situation, your life. Do you really want to continue on this path? So I feel like a lot of stuff is coming up for this masculine towards the end of this year. It's kind of like a make it or break it. Are we going to go into 2024 doing things differently? Wow. So a lot of interesting, deep stuff coming through off the bat. So this is another new one that I just got. I absolutely love the artwork on this. Freaking amazing. This is called the Soul Mirror Oracle. Okay. So this has a shadow and light aspect to it. Kind of neat. So let's see what else. What other emotional baggage or emotional baggage has the masculine been carrying through in 2023? And how's it affected things? We have search, external, internal. Wow. Okay. So what we're getting, you guys, is that this masculine has been searching for things external to him in order to emotionally fulfill him. It's not working anymore. It may have worked temporarily or it may have worked at one time, but it's no longer working. That's what I am getting from this. So what it's doing is it's really, really causing him to have to go within. So that's why it says external and internal, really pushing him deep into his own emotions. So I just feel like some sort of maybe supply outside of himself, it's no longer working. It's no longer resonating with him. So it is forcing himself to go within. And I kind of love this image because we have somebody who's like really soothing themselves and loving themselves and providing their own comfort. And maybe the masculine has been looking to other people to comfort him or to make him feel better temporarily, but it never lasts. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay. All right, so this is called the Phantom Wise Tarot. Tell us more. What else do we need to know about this emotional baggage? Ooh, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so just take it if it resonates for you. Some of these divine masculines could have an issue with hiding things, running away, ghosting, maybe even being somewhat deceptive, trying to hide from the truth, hide from you, hide something from you. This particular behavior, I feel, has been on a cycle for a while, and this is just no longer bringing about any kind of... It's not that this kind of behavior would have brought out any kind of comfort or joy, but what I'm seeing is that like you can run, but you can't hide. At some point, your past or your actions are going to eventually catch up with you. And so I just feel like this masculine at this point, or just at this time in the year, is really reflecting back on all the things that he ran away from, maybe all the things that he stole from other people, or maybe all of the opportunities that he feels like he was robbed of. So it could even be that too. But whatever this is, it's like instead of blaming other people, instead of not taking responsibility, he is seeking some sort of healing. He has sought some sort of healing this year to address these wounds, to address these issues that he has. He realizes that there's more going on within him deeply on a deep internal level than it is other people. So instead of saying everyone else is the problem, I realize, wow, I'm the common denominator in a lot of my problems and a lot of my dramas in life. That is what I'm seeing for this masculine. This is pretty deep. All right, let's go ahead and get some more. What other emotional baggage has this masculine been carrying around in this year of 2023? Okay, this one wanted to turn over. Ooh, we have Take a Risk, Moonflower. Okay, so of course, taking a risk, we always risk losing something of value if we don't, take an opportunity right then and there. And so I feel like this masculine has taken a lot of risks, and I feel like some of these risks did not pay off, actually. They did not pay off. And one of the reasons that this particular masculine might be so risky in his behavior, it could be just this sense of not wanting to settle down, or this sense of not wanting to play it safe, almost like this reckless behavior that keeps him on the edge. This could be some sort of a wound. I'm not a therapist or anything, but maybe this masculine's lifestyle is just very kind of like vagabondish, like not really settling down, not really committing to anything, and really just wanting to be free. But really at the end of the day, there's a wound there. It might seem like it's admirable at first, or he might actually feel like he's being admirable, like, oh yeah, I'm just free, I'm not going to settle down. But I feel like there's a core wound here. There's a core wound in his emotions that cause him to feel like he needs to constantly display this risky behavior, living life on the edge. And I just feel like it's this lifestyle is starting to kind of cause him to feel like just not as satisfied as he used to be. Let's see what else. Wow. This is very interesting, you guys, because we have external and internal, and now we have outward and inward. Wow, very similar reflection. So, of course, it's like he either looks in that mirror or he deflects. I feel like a lot of things that he has gotten himself involved in this year have been a deep reflection of how he really feels about himself. So if he's experienced a lot of pain, or if he's experienced a lot of people that have discarded him or have abandoned him, there is some sort of reflection going on here. There could also have been a lot of karma. He took some risks, and unfortunately, he messed with the wrong people. He messed with that wrong person. Because I've personally seen this myself, where maybe you get screwed over by someone, but then you hear that somebody else did them in pretty good. And of course, you're kind of chuckling to yourself like, well, karma's a bitch. Didn't come from me, but it finally came from someone else. Sometimes that does happen, you guys. Sometimes there is someone out there that is going to be the person that makes them pay the piper. It might not be you, but you're going to hear about it or you're going to see it. And that's just what I feel with this particular masculine. You guys might have heard something, or even if you haven't, to me, there has been some sort of a risky behavior. You messed with the wrong person. And so what you've had to finally do is take a good look at yourself. So someone has really put the mirror up to this masculine and said, hey, you know what? This is kind of what happens. This is what happens when you mess around, fuck around and find out kind of thing. So, yeah, real hard knocks, I feel, for this masculine in 2023. And has really caused him to go deeply within himself for the answers instead of blaming other people. And this is not to villainize this masculine or make it seem like, he's had nothing but misery all year, but we are really diving deep into some dark emotions. And we do have the King of Wands. And I really like the King of Wands because this does show me here, this is someone that's going to learn from their experiences. So this is awesome. So this is all a part of the masculine's ascension process. Okay, it's not to punish him. It is not for him to pay the price karmically forever. No, it is an opportunity for him to put something to memory and put something, to mind, to be more mindful moving forward in the future. It's to help him to grow. It's to help him to become a more well-rounded divine masculine. That's what it's for. So this is good. This is really, really good. This is Leo's energy. So I just feel like, this is all a part of this ascension process for him to become the best version of himself that he can possibly be. And he's had to go through some hard knocks and some hard times in order to get there. Don't we all? So the emotional baggage that he's been carrying around this past year and how it might have affected your connection, I feel like he can only go up from here. Yes, he has the free will to continue to deflect and not change, but I feel like this masculine is actually ready to level up. I do. I feel like he's ready to level up in 2024. He's ready to just take some responsibility for his actions. He's time to recognize things, or he's going to recognize a thing or two, and he's going to own up to something, I feel. And so this is really, really good. Very, very good. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and move forward into what is he ready to let go of, which is no longer serving him, or this connection. All right, so let's look at that. Even though we kind of already got a little tidbit of that, let's get some deeper details. This is my Twin Flame Journey Shadows, and this is a deck actually that's currently under reconstruction. So you know how I've come out with the Twin Flame Journey Tarot and the Oracle Revised. This one's about ready to be revised too. So just revamping some oldies but goodies. All right. What is this divine masculine ready to let go of, which is no longer serving him or this connection? Okay, so we have secondary. Interesting. Okay, so it could be that he is going to put himself and his needs first, and it's not in a selfish way. It's in a, I absolutely have to look at myself. I have to take care of me, because at the end of the day, if I'm constantly losing myself in other people or my work or my job or like caretaking, then I'm not really focusing or working on myself. So I feel like that's going to positively change. This is my Mystics Midnight Oracle deck. All right, let's see what else. What else is he ready to let go of, which is no longer serving him? Ooh, doll parts, torn to pieces, scattered, discarded. What I'm getting is this. There's some sort of a wound here, okay, with the doll parts. Wherever he has been torn to pieces, torn to shreds, discarded, abandoned, whatever has happened in his life, instead of putting that on the back burner, instead of putting that secondary, what he is going to do is he's going to start making healing a priority. We just saw that come up. He's going to start making his healing journey a priority. And it's very hard for masculines to do that because a lot of them are all about just work, 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 and just like, push it to the back burner. I don't have time to focus on that. I'm actually seeing this masculine is going to make it a priority to put that first and forefront, or at the first and forefront of his journey. And that's a positive. All right, this is my Lurking in the Shadows Tarot. Let's see what else. Nine of Souls. Love it. Genie in a bottle. So the Nine of Souls in this deck is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is awesome because, it's a wish fulfillment card and all that jazz, right? It's even called Genie in a Bottle in this particular deck. But what the Nine of Cups really represents to me is somebody that feels emotionally fulfilled on their own. As in, they don't necessarily need anything else outside of them to fill them up. And we did just see that was a behavior in all of 2023, or at least some of 2023, where the masculine was looking to external things to provide happiness and fulfillment. The Nine of Cups means we fulfill our own cups. We fill up our own cups. We fulfill our own happiness. So I really like to see that actually here. So again, this just really reconfirms for me that instead of, placing importance on things that are external, I just feel like this masculine is going to make it more of a priority to work on himself, put himself first, and work on that healing as well as fulfilling his own cups instead of looking for other people to supply him or fill him up. So that's a positive, actually. And on the bottom of the deck, I have the Devil. So I'm actually going to post later today. So that's kind of funny here. I'm going to post later today on my Instagram as well as on my community tab here on YouTube what the Devil means to you guys. The Devil, we're in Capricorn season right now. So this really, it really helps us to kind of look at what are we attached to? What do we really think happiness is? Is it how much money you have? Is it your designer clothes, your designer bag, that fancy car, how many friends you have, how many followers you have on social media? Or is happiness to you real relationships? Just a few friends that you can count on one hand that would be there for you through thick and thin, your health, things like that, things that money can't buy, right? So I feel like that's kind of where this masculine is currently at right now. He's really examining his attachment to the material world. He's examining his attachment to other people and his ability to fulfill himself through external things, as in it doesn't last that long. It really doesn't. It doesn't even last that long. So what is the point? I feel like this masculine wants to go deeper. He wants to go deeper. So if we look at this Nine of Cups, this could be really wishing and hoping and praying for something extraordinary. And that might be where the feminine comes in. She's that extraordinary love that he's actually always been looking for, but perhaps he's been running away from it this entire time. So let's now see what else. What else do we need to know here? Let's see where else this masculine, what else he is ready to let go of because it's no longer serving him in this connection. Yeah, look at that. See, self-indulgent. So it's not about a selfish energy, being self-indulgent, because I feel like that might have been where he was before. He was very much about, looking to fill himself up at any price, looking to fill himself up no matter how it affected other people around him. And I just feel like this is completely different energy. Okay. So this is changing. This self-absorbed, self-centered masculine type is being released in 2024. Yeah, it's being cast out. Exorcism. Ejected, cast out, and purified. So this behavior, it's like the demons have left the building. Not really. We're not blaming the devil and we're not blaming demons. We're not blaming spells and curses and all that crap. I don't do that. That's not the way I roll here. But what we're doing is we're taking responsibility for our behavior. We're taking responsibility for, the things that have attributed to some of this darkness, and we're facing it, and we're balancing it out within ourselves. That's what we're doing. So I feel like that's where this masculine is at. And we have the Countess of Souls, which is the Page of Cups. A lot of soul searching, deep soul energy here, heartfelt energy. Heartfelt messages, messages from the heart, messages from the soul, messages from the higher self, messages from the heart. So this tells me this is very intuitive, okay? This Countess of Souls is the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is Pisces energy, very deep, very dreamy, very also emotional, water sign energy here, okay? And this tells me here that what he's ready to let go of is he's ready to let go of the head space. He's ready to let go of the ego and step more into his heart energy, step more into a soulful experience. And I feel like he's looking for a deep soul connection finally. I feel like before, a lot of this like external stuff, like the way that people, looked on the outside, what they were saying or what they represented, that might have been a real draw for this masculine at one time. But I feel like his tastes are changing. He's wanting a more soul to soul, deep level connection. And that's actually something that he has with the feminine, but I feel like he has gotten off of the path for some reason. Something took him off the path, whether it was just his own unresolved traumas or maybe even, other people, where it just seemed like that's what you wanted, but it really, really wasn't. So that's kind of interesting. So now let's see, where is your divine masculine at when it comes to you logically versus emotionally, okay? So what is his direct energy connected to you? What is his head telling him at this time? This is from Fire Witch Tarot, the XOXO Oracle. All right, where's this masculine at mentally when it comes to this connection with the feminine? This is like, what does he know? What does his logic tell him? Give and take, giving and receiving must be equal. Absolutely. So what he knows, feminine, is not to come forward until he knows that he can give to you is equally as you're giving to him. He knows that needs to be reciprocal. So if he's not in a position right now to where he can give to you in equal measure, that might be one of the reasons why he wouldn't come through at this time. So that's something that he just knows, okay? He knows this. But we have served up, love will be served. He does know at some point that he does want to serve you love again. He wants to serve you again when he is more in the heart space. And I can feel this transition and this shift already taking place. So he's wanting to give me some love. What is that from? Give me some love. Give me some love. Ooh, that's from that movie, 365 Days. The very last one, I think. You know what? It might be number 2. Give me some love. I'll try to remember to use that song when I post this over on Instagram. I don't always remember to do stuff like that, but I think I'm going to use it as the theme song. Give me some love. I'm heartless. I'm broken. Something, something, something. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's where he's at. That's a great song. That's where he's at right now. He's wanting to, you're all I ever wanted kind of thing. So yeah, he's wanting to serve you up some love. He's wanting to deliver to you some love. But he's wanting to make sure that the time is right. So he logically understands this and knows that he needs to be ready. That's what I'm seeing here for that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get a tarot card on that. This is my Arrows of Love Tarot. What else does he know at this time? Okay, so the 4 of Keys is the 4 of Pentacles, tight grip. That means that he's got to let go of something. He either has to let go of control, he has to let go of his, this thought, like the thoughts that are gripping him right now. It could even be circumstances that have a tight grip over him. Whatever this is, though, he does need to let go of something in order to be able to serve you love. That's what I'm seeing here. And he's still learning. So maybe right now he's still kind of learning these emotions, learning how to navigate his heart space. This might be new for this masculine. It might be kind of, risky in a whole new way, just something a little bit different. So I went ahead and revised, and these will be ready very shortly for sale. I revised my Twin Flame Journey Messages Volume 1 and Twin Flame Journey Messages Volume 2. So this is what the cards look like now, you guys. Totally different from the other ones. Very colorful, beautiful. So excited about this. So definitely be on the lookout the next couple of days when these are approved for, sale. So we're going to get into these right now and see what we need to know. Where is this masculine at logically right now when it comes to you in this connection? What does he know? Okay, if I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. And so right now what he knows is that he's made some choices that have not been the most ideal for this connection, okay? Obviously, if he knew then what he knows now, which he's more evolved now, he's more in his heart space now, he wouldn't have made a certain choice. He may not have done something or said something. So there is this, that's what he knows. All right, let's see what else. I feel too much pressure right now. See, this is what he knows. There's something where it's too much pressure right now. It's too much pressure to let go. It's too much pressure to lean into this experience just right now. So he needs more time. And I'm not trying to tell anybody, you need to just wait around for this masculine to open up his heart. Hell no. You need to keep moving forward, divine feminine. You need to keep living your life to the fullest and basically, being the best version of yourself every day. And that, does not include waiting around for someone else to get their shit figured out. So we definitely want to make sure that we're not waiting around for people to change. We're just really checking in to see where this masculine is at, and where he's at. He's still feeling a little too much pressure. He's still in this contemplation mode. I really love that I used the analogy of the crab kind of pulling back and going within and taking some time to reflect. And I just feel like that's where he's at. He's kind of in this secure spot where he feels safe to just kind of be alone and just reflect on all of these emotions and all of these thoughts and really, kind of graduate into 2024 as a better version of him. And once he is kind of in that groove of being a little bit of a different divine masculine in 2024, I feel like that might be when there is some sort of a delivery of emotions, the delivery of a message straight from the heart from this masculine. So now let's go into the emotions here. Where's the masculine at emotionally when it comes to this feminine? Lips shut, speak up. They can't read your mind. Yep. So he's got a lot on his mind and he has a lot to say, feminine, but he's not telling you. He emotionally has a lot. So that heartfelt message, Page of Cups, usually indicates somebody that wants to deliver a message to you. They want to say something to you from their heart. But this masculine's lips are shut at the moment, so he's not really telling you how he feels. Oh my gosh, look at this. Opening up, expressing true feelings. Whoa. So I feel like it's right on the lips, right on the fingertips of sending that text message to you or that message or speaking to you, calling you. It's right there. It's right there. But the masculine still has a little bit of this tight grip, something that's holding him back. So he's working through that right now, feminine. And it might be that this particular full moon in Cancer is really going to be the last stitch, thing that does it. Okay. Once that closes out, it might be shifting something here. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. Unfair. So something unfair happened here. It was unfair. I'm also getting too feminine. Let's just say you're in another relationship. Or let's say this masculine is in another relationship. That's not going to resonate with everybody, but it would be unfair to reach out to you. It would be unfair because now that he's ready, maybe you're not available. It would be really unfair for him to reach out to you to tell you how he feels, even though it looks like he knows you've moved on. That would be a very unfair thing to do. So he is considering that something is unfair. It's unfair. But even if it's not a third-party situation that either of you are involved in, I feel like it might be that because of whatever battle, whatever blood was shed, not literally, but whatever went down here, he might feel like it's unfair for him to now reach back out to you. Like, after he said what he said or did what he did, it's unfair for him to think that you would ever forgive him or give him a second chance. So that could be a little bit of the ego that's causing him to hold back. But he knows that you're in his heart. This is the Queen of Cups, which is Cancer's energy. Very warm. He feels very warm in your embrace. He feels very comforted. So it's like he wants to come towards you, but he is afraid. He is afraid to come towards you. He longs for your warm touch. He longs for the nurturing vibe that you have. It's like he has you in his heart space. You're the keeper of his heart. That's what he's telling you here. You are the keeper of my heart. You're that one that I think about when I think about being safe and being in someone's arms and feeling whole and feeling like I'm home. That's you, divine feminine, for this particular masculine. So this is what he feels deep down. He knows that you also deserve some sort of an emotional explanation. And he knows that it's unfair that maybe it's taking him so long that he hasn't delivered you this apology. It might even be too, it's unfair because it's been so long since you've heard from him. It's unfair that he's being this way. Deep down inside, he has these feelings, but he's not sharing them with you. It's really unfair. It's unfair that he does not have the strength right now to open up and give you this heartfelt message. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. He knows he should be honest with you right now. He knows that he should just be honest with you and open up to you right now, but he's not doing it. And he's not doing it based out of fear. But this could also be speaking of the past too. I should have been honest with you, and that could have been unfair. He wasn't honest with you, feminine. He could have really, really hurt you. He could have really broken your heart because he lied to you, because he was not honest with you. So deep down in his heart, he does feel badly for this. I just want you to be happy. Wow, at the end of the day, I just want you to be happy. I don't want to rock your world. I don't want to come in like a tower and hit you with this bomb. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I just want you to be happy, whether it's with me or somebody else. I just want you to be happy because he feels this heart-centered energy with you, divine feminine, and especially during this full moon in Cancer. So that's what we have. So we're going to go into the extended now. I'll put that link down below where you guys can access that video. What we're going to go into over there is what influence and effect do others have on your masculine and your connection at this time. Also, what feelings bring about a sense of security and a feeling of home for this divine masculine when it comes to you. So we're really going to be going into that Queen of Cups energy. What are the carnal desires of your divine masculine coming towards you, divine feminine? So a lot of that carnal desire with the devil, what does he connect with you in that realm or energy? And last, how has your connection grown the most this past year? And how is it going to positively impact and bless this union in the new year? So what is the full moon in Cancer? What kind of positive impact and shift is it going to make on your connection in 2024? So if you guys would like to join me over there, please do so by the link down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. You guys take care. Bye-bye.